What's going on, guys? It's your boy Adjen and welcome back to my channel. So Eversoul is now available for pre-download. So if you are planning to play the game, you can download it now on your App Store, either Google Play or Apple App Store. But the game is still not yet fully launched because the game will launch in approximately more or less 7 hours from now at the time of recording. And I wanted to talk about tier lists and some possible potential strong characters that you can aim for during your infinite reroll banner. If you see a day 1 tier list, that's probably clickbait, so take it with a grain of salt. Why is that? If you go to the pridewin.gg website, Eversoul did not have a CBT or OBT, and because the release kits of characters lack skill multipliers, we feel that creating a tier list is impossible and will do more harm than good. That's why we will refrain from posting any tier list on the website for the first 1.5 weeks, and only after seeing the characters in action, we will release an early game tier list. Pridewin.gg, the people in Pridewin are all pros, especially when creating tier list for a game. And if they don't have any tier list, then other content creators should not have a tier list. Maybe waifu tier list, it's possible, but when it comes to choosing the best or the strongest characters or the best DPS to aim for, that's pretty much impossible, since even the data miners do not have the skill multipliers for the character skills. The data miners have the skill description, but in that description, the numbers or the damage multipliers are not included in those. But here in pridewin.gg, there are some potentially strong characters that they recommend. So let us talk about these potential strong characters that you can choose from when you are doing your infinite reroll banner or when you are trying to reroll. So we have 30 available epic characters on release, and there are some potential characters that have really great kits that works in other games, and they should also be strong in Eversoul. So in Pridewin, they limit their picks to 2 characters per faction, and most of them will be non-damage dealers, because without the numbers on the skills, finding a good damage dealer will be very hard. So first of all, we have the faction for the humans. So we have here Catherine. This one, the left one, Catherine, and the right one is Jade. So Catherine is a healer, shielder, and buffer in one. Usually, the ability to shield the whole team alone makes a character really strong. For example, here, Lucius from AFK Arena. If you played AFK Arena, Lucius is their example here. I did not play the AFK Arena, so I don't know who Lucius is. Catherine can be the top healer for the game. To make things better, she is the only character in the game that can make your team invincible, basically making them immortal for the duration of the buff. This can be used to cheese a lot of content. So she has the invulnerability buff, which is pretty darn strong in any other game. Not only that one, she is a healer and a shielder and a buffer in one. So a lot of utilities packed in one character. Next, we have Beard Jade. Jade can increase the frequency of her allies using their sub-skills, which will translate to increased damage, control, healing, and basically everything. On top of that, she's classified as a caster who can stun the whole enemy team and has an RNG chance to deal more damage on her skills. Now, this is Jade. Jade is a waifu material for me. I will be rerolling for Jade on my infinite reroll account, infinite reroll banner, because not because of her kit, but because of her design. Just look at her, man. You know me, guys. If you've been following me, you know why I like Jade. Jade's design is a must-have for me. So I will be rolling for Jade. Next, we have for the Beast class. We have here Ira and Sunny. So Ira should be able to keep herself alive in the front line pretty well because she can heal herself. So she have some self-sustain. And when she's healthy, she will actually deal more damage. On top of that, her passive will debuff the nearest enemy, which will come in handy in both progressing through the campaign but also on bosses. And then Sunny is a defender that can remove buffs from enemies, shield herself, which will help survive, and her passive will make her healers better. So Sunny is a tank because she is in the front line. Same with Ira, probably a bruiser. So we have here the Perry faction, Talia and Bibian. Bibian has some very nice plot. I can see that one even if the image is very small here. Talia is another healer, but she can also restore mana MP for all her allies. MP is needed to use the active skill of each character, so a mana battery like Talia will make a huge difference. Rowan from AFK Arena is very similar to her, so an MP battery might be a really good support. So take note on that one. Next we have Bibian. One of the few DPS among the suggested characters, but that's because of her haste buff she can give to the whole team. Haste in RPG games is usually the most coveted buff as it increases speed, attack speed, and casting speed. So even if her damage output will be average, the haste buff will massively elevate her, maybe elevate her status in the tier list because haste buff is probably usually broken in RPG games. If you've been playing a lot of RPG games in the past, you may notice that those kinds of buffs are really powerful, really strong. Next for the Undead faction, Nini and Petara. So Nini is a caster who can inflict not one but two DOTs and also silence enemies, while DOT plus debuff combination is common among the Undead faction. What makes Nini stand out is the fact that she has increased MP regen, so she will use her active skill faster compared to other characters. So she has that self MP regen, which is really nice for a character that deals a lot of debuffs to the enemies, because the more debuffs, the better, right? Next is Petara, a defender who can steal enemies' HP to heal herself. Some form of lifesteal. Trap one enemy in a CC and increase the damage he takes from all sources, and on top of that, shield their whole team. She's like a love child between Shebira and Lucius from AFK Arena. Again, I don't know about AFK Arena. I have not played that game. And while her HP steal is capped at her attack, which might be an issue because she's a defender, life-stealing characters are always great in gacha games, especially in the early game. So she might be a really good character for early game, but for late game, maybe not. Angel and Demons, both the light-dark equivalents in Eversoul, will for sure be really strong in the early game, but raising them will be hard for an F2P player. Just take note on this one, guys. Still, even if you manage to get only one copy of them, they should be able to carry you during the first few days. So on the left, we have Adrian, and on the right, we have Ayame. So Adrian is a paladin-like character that is classified as a defender who can heal allies, stun enemies, and pull them to herself, thus disrupting the enemy backline. So she has the taunt, which is probably one of the best trait for a tank. Can heal your whole party, and then stun enemies. So taunt, heal, and crowd control. Really nice kit. But take note that she is a light character, which is pretty much probably one of the rarest characters in the game. Ayame is a caster who focuses on DOT and debuffs to deal with enemies. So a main DOT debuffer for Ayame. Ayame has a really nice plot. I can see that one. But if I can get them, it would be nice if I can get them in my pools. But I will not be focusing much on the light and dark side. I'm just gonna be playing through the game. And that is one of the most important aspect in the game, to play first before you decide on whether you should be reroll. I will be making a reroll guide for this one, or not really a reroll guide, on maybe if you should reroll in this game. Huge thanks to pridewin.gg for making and preparing this kind of a guide for Eversoul players that we can enjoy for free. And I will be putting the links in the description down below. And also, you might want to join the Pridewin Discord server. I will also be putting the links in the description down below. And I think that's it for me for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it if you could help me grow my channel more. And thank you to everyone who are supporting my channel. I appreciate every one of you. Until next time, peace.